on the World News at 6 right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I actually have via the telephone a legal practitioner, a political and social affairs commentator, and that is Barrister Eze Oluche. Barrister Eze Oluche, good evening and welcome to the World News at 6.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you for having me on board.
All right, Barrister Eze, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you very well.
All right, thank you. Barrister Eze Oluche, let's start off with the recent disclosure by the FBI of a particular Mr. Edward who recently passed on. Apparently, this Mr. Edward actually has a case along with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu concerning the narcotics drug case that is being investigated by the FBI. You recall that some of the president's name was redacted in the report before they published it on October, yes, precisely October, towards the ending of September. And that was based on avoiding any political or international sentiment since the case is ongoing. Now, the death of this man has caused quite the reaction. There are speculations that something untoward happened to him. The FBI do not know how the man died, how he passed on, because investigations were going on, and he was a prominent factor in the ongoing investigation. Would you believe that this could just have been a random case of possibly ill health and he died, or do you think something underhand is at play?
Well, thank you very much. The sad part of this is that this death of this mobster in faraway United States of America is being linked with the Nigerian president.
Yes.
And the reality is that these kind of solid details will keep on churning out from time to time. Because if you do recollect, the drug trafficking business or transactions is not a one-off thing. There will always be some gangsters along the road who get involved, people stopped, and then who later joined or who whatever. So this is what Nigeria will be faced with for so long as Mr. Bola Tinubu remains in office. When you consider the reality that some time ago Mr. Bola Tinubu did forfeit the sum of $406,000 for drug trafficking related offences. So it continues to be a deep shame, huge shame to Nigerians' image. I wonder how the foreigners will be looking at Nigerians in diplomatic missions or even Nigerian government efforts for so long as we are headed by a character who is tainted by drugs. It will affect our FBI. It will affect the stature of Nigeria in the international community. It will affect virtually everything about us. That is why we should have been spared of this agony from day one by not going this unfortunate direction Nigeria has now headed with Bola Tinubu as president.